There we go. Okay, and with this, make sure everyone checks to see all the shops to make sure, because this will be the weekly reset later on today, in a few hours. I always get these. From now on, I have to keep on getting these, because the new class is going to be included in these things. Okay. I should check this. Claim all. Oh, but all the events are up. I don't really care. They need to do something with the events to make it a little bit more like worthwhile. Okay, cool. Let's check the Pioneer shop real quick. So I'm going to do this on Monday. Yeah, it's all good. Chaotic Realms. If it was easier, I don't run it enough. Like last time I used to run it too many times, or too much. There's many times the Pioneer shop I didn't even like go into it. Okay. Let's knock this out early today. I'm just doing my stream early, a little bit earlier today compared to the usual. I was putting my cards in for Magic the Gathering into I forget the website where it just shows you what kind of bracket you're in. The deck that I thought would be very high bracket was very low because it has no game changers. I mean, the whole game changer thing is very subjective, but I don't have a lot of 2-card combos in that one yet. It will have it soon-ish. On the other hand, this other deck, it had some more, but a lot of knights don't have, just knights itself do not have, or that creature type do not have a lot of 2-card combos. It's like, oh yeah, you could do a combo if you use this other stuff. And I was like, I'm not trying to use the other stuff. I do want to probably find some more tutoring effects. Tutoring effects in Magic the Gathering is just pretty much a way for your card to go get the other stuff that you need. So let's say you're playing and you're like, oh man, I really wish I had this one thing. Or like my super combo, whatever, I need this. Then you go just straight up get it. Which is very, very strong in any kind of game. Like, oh, like most people have a game plan. With that, it just says like, oh yeah, whatever your game plan is, go get it. Usually I just try to make my deck in a way where like whatever comes out is strong. So like I'm good either way is generally is how I want the deck to go. So anything that comes out is good. Okay, there we go. Talk to Lucy. Okay. Then go get the foods. Which is fast. Here. Okay. We'll start doing number 3 of everything. Okay, there. Yeah, before I should have just went to that little collab area first, because I think 2 collabs ago, it used to give you a buff for that day, and I always did it last, so it meant nothing. Not that I really needed it or anything. Oh, yeah, I was just a little shocked that my other green deck wasn't higher on the list of like brackets and stuff, but I kind of figured. I didn't have a lot of, which is weird. Some of the cards, some of the cards even I own accidentally were way more expensive than the game changer cards. I was like, oh, the game changer cards like $20. A few cards in there are like priced at 60. I'm like, oh man, luckily I had them. Yeah, that's the best feeling. It's like when you have a card and was it like oh man, to make this deck I need this expensive card and you have it. You're like, oh thank God. Which is funny because I when I got the card, it had like in the pack little starter pack thing where I got like a few of them. It came. I got 2 really good ones, and I didn't know how good they were until like years later. So I'm like, oh thank God. Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes you get lucky where like you get a pack and you're like, oh man, just random, but then all the good stuff. On the other hand, like so then you open a pack, it's like, oh man, all of them is the bad stuff. Not really bad, I will say. It's just like cards maybe that you personally don't want to use. Like I don't like to use a lot of red stuff, red or yeah, 'cause I don't generally play red often. I do like playing green. For like the big creatures, you know. That's always the fun part. Or I should not have asked the character what his plan is. I should have been like, get to it. Okay. Then so I'm not sure how long the golems last. I'll put a turret up here, turret right there. Some, whatever device, lower device. Okay. Okay, then I have to go take them out. No more drops. Turret. Right there's good. If I go a little bit higher up, I knew they would spawn here. Anyone dropped? Oh, they did. Okay, I have to at least smack them a little bit. They're kind of fast. Okay, no, we're in the clear now. Keep an eye on these ones. Yep. There's even ones that we didn't even summon from over there. See, this is a good one. We got like lucky on the drops of the turrets and stuff. Last time it was like all slow fields, and the slow fields are, not to lie, kind of trash. Having the turrets there because then it covers more ground. But even though if you just hit them once, it slows them down, so it can't be fully automated. Kind of like in Enfield, where it's like the base defense, you could do you help in the base defense, and there's the fully automated one. You want to get it to eventually make it fully automated, which I have, but it's not like it doesn't happen all the time. So the base defense thing in that game. Yeah, I think I logged in a little bit earlier today. We're eating some good food later on, so I was like, okay, I need to concentrate as I eat. Speaking like a true fat person, like yeah, I need to be locked in when I eat this one. It's my favorite, spring rolls. I remember was it in, like, okay, I'm not sure. I think Rice Bro will understand this feeling, even though he's not here right now. He'll understand me. So I'll say that when I was in Hawaii at one point, like as a Asian person, like I do like my rice, right? But like at the time when we first got there, like no one really had a car or anything like that, and the barracks back then they didn't let you put like a rice cooker inside because they didn't even want to let you put a coffee machine inside your barracks. They thought, oh, you might kill everyone on the. It was very weird, right? They had like a communal kitchen that was like nasty. So I'm like, I'm not gonna clean this kitchen for everyone, only for them to fuck it up. So I was like, okay, I'm not using this. The barracks back in Guam was just so much nicer. They actually cared, and we didn't have termites over there. But so yeah, I would try to, the whole Asian thing. We're like, oh yeah, you want to eat white rice, and I was like, okay, I want to eat some rice. And no one's really playing that. Oh, the parade though. The parade, they do that. But in the meantime, I have to do something else. Over here, I think it's here. But yeah, I really want to eat rice, so I was like, okay. Then I think at the store that was closest to me only had like the Uncle Ben's rice. I ate that, and I was just sad. I was like, oh man, that's not it. But eventually, like, once everyone got cars and all that kind of stuff, and we knew where to go, then I was able to get like actual food over there. But at one point, that shit was rough. Like that's why in like those shows where like that one Asian guy finally finds white rice and he like, oh my god, I'm so happy. And I was like, oh, I get it. Being an Asian person, like if I'm like in like Asian countries, I'm like, I know they have rice. Or like over here, where like I think I was telling Burrito a little bit, but when people talk about sushi and stuff, when they show me like, oh, California roll, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, oh yeah, I mean it's good, but it's not sushi. Let's not call it that. Yeah, that's the Asian side of me getting a little irked every time I see like, like, oh yeah, this one ever spicy something evolution roll. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I eat it, but it's not sushi though. I'm pretty sure like when it's almost like when some people make like, oh, this is a taco, and anyone from Mexico's like, that ain't no fucking taco. Let's get the fuck out of here. Or Italians with pizza. Oh, I made this one cool pizza and all this. It's like that's, or like the Italian friend of mine when they saw what was it that the Chicago style pizza is like pretty much like a pie. I remember she saw that, she's like, that's not fucking a pizza, like what is that? It bothered her way. She's like, I didn't know how much that would bother me until I saw it, and then it bothered me a lot more. I'm like, yeah, that's like, not you. But she was making fun of me for my take on like California rolls and stuff. She's like, "Oh my god, you're being like no dramatic." I was like, "Yeah." Until she saw that pizza, and then she's like, oh, "Okay, never mind, I get it." And I was like, "See, now you know my feeling." Yeah, I'm pretty sure like every nation has stuff like that. Like their main, I don't want to say, I'll call them main cuisine. Almost like there's this one British chef. I forgot his name. Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I cannot remember. But either way, he was talking about, I'm going to make this one ramen. Was an authentic Japanese ramen. I was like, oh, okay. All right, like, no, I've seen many people from other nations make ramen. I was like, oh, that shit looks kind of good. He was making the ramen. The broth was good. Then he, instead of using ramen noodles, he used udon noodles. I'm like, what are you making? Like, you say you're making ramen. Why the fuck are you using udon noodles? That's like a different thing. All right. But still, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, okay, maybe to you uncultured swine, noodles are noodles. So, okay. Kept on going. He putting other unnecessary shit inside there. I'm like, bro, that ain't fucking ramen. I'm not sure, like, are you like a bad AI bot that like looked at what ramen is on the internet and then made like a hodgepodge bullshit of it? But yeah, that my other friend likes to like send me stuff like that too. He'll send me like people making Asian food in a wrong way, so he knows that just bothers me so much. I fucking hate him. Sending me, was it like, oh yeah, this person, he made authentic fried rice, and I see it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is it like stir fry? And he's just over there cackling. I'm like, man, you suck. Even though that man likes Asian food way more than I do. Like, if you could eat sea urchin, that shit to me tastes too much like the ocean, and I can't. But he's like, no, it was good, man. Like, or sea roe, or fish eggs, right? The orange ones. You could just eat that. I'm like, dude, I can't. He's like, man, you're weak. You call yourself a real Asian? I'm like, bro, I can't do that. I guess I'm not Asian enough for that. But yeah, he likes Asian food way more than I do. Yeah, 'cause he even likes the some of the teas and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to go to the other place. Here, like the ocha, the different green teas and stuff. Or the other like the really bitter ones he likes. I was like, I know I have a sweet tooth. I can't deal with it. Like, I could just like regular green tea. I could do. And oh, that was a culture shock for me. I drank green tea at this place. Oh yeah, you want to go get some green tea? I'm like, oh, I was shocked. No, I was like, oh, I guess no, people like green tea. I got this green tea. Right, first was cold. I'm like, okay, no, sometimes there's some cold green tea. It happens. Then that shit was sweet. I was like, wait a minute, green tea ain't sweet. So yeah, no, this is green tea. I'm like, no, it's not. It's green. It's a type of tea, but it ain't no green tea. And that's when I learned that some Americans think that green tea is sweet. And I'm like, oh, sweet summer child. When you go to Japan, or when you visit Japan, no wonder they're like really shocked when someone's like drinking green. Oh, you like some green tea? And it's like hot and it's bitter. Not super bitter or anything, but you know. I was like, oh, I get it. Why they're shocked now. But yeah, that one. Yeah, that was definitely a culture shock to me. I think I first drank it in Connecticut, and it shocked me so much. I kind of like erased it from my memory. It happened again when I was in Hawaii at the bowling alley. I drank some green tea and it's like, it's sweet. Then I was like, oh, I do like sweet, but this ain't no green tea. Call it something else. But yeah, that really messed me up. Or like this one other restaurant, they try to serve like in Japan. There's a thing like a little. I'm not even sure. Maybe no. Was it? Would it be called a specialty shop? But either way, they had like fried ice cream. Uh, Other places in America are trying to copy it, but it's not working well. I've only had like fried ice cream that's decent at a festival in Guam. They know how to do it. I was like, okay, this is the thing. Almost like in the States, right? Was it the fried Oreos is like a festival food, kind of like or you mainly get it at a festival, right? Kind of like cotton candy and stuff. In Japan, I wouldn't call it like just like festival food, because you can eat like yakitori or takoyaki, fried octopus, and anywhere really, right? But that's generally like the typical festival food, right? I just remember like friends like, oh, you don't want to go, since I know he knows I like the octopus roll thing. He's like, oh, you're not gonna get any takoyaki this time at this one festival. I'm like, no, bro. If I eat like a bad takoyaki, I know that my day's gonna be ruined, and I'm gonna just have a shitty attitude the whole time. Because it would piss me off a lot more if I like, oh, I eat something that I really like and it's like just fucking gross. It'll piss me off to no end. So he's like, oh, okay. So I'd rather just eat like the other stuff, like the fried corn and all that kind of stuff, corn on the cob. The other festival, which is good. The other festival foods were pretty good. So I was like, okay. But I became friends with the what was it, this one owner of this festival in Guam. The father had a stall that had like the donut hole things that with like sugar or cinnamon topping and other stuff, right? And eventually he had a shop on base, and he told his daughter, right, if this guy comes in, definitely like hook him up, because he always like, no. I always like kind of like shoot the shit and yap with him at the festival and stuff. And I was just like, man, this is really, I like just sit there and buy a lot and just, and to me, even he's on break, I'd just be sitting down with him, we'd be just, just yapping. So he's like, oh, give him this special deal. So I used to get to like every day. And people like, and they'll get worried if I'm not there one day. So, oh man, so what happened? I was like, oh yeah, I was like busy at work. Like, oh, here's the extras. You seem tired. Like, thanks. Then it kind of brought me flashbacks to Okinawa when I used to get Cinnabon all the time when they first made a Cinnabon on base. The person just, oh yeah, you want the usual, right? I'm like, oh, I've come here too often. Which is funny because now my stomach cannot eat too much fast foods like it used to. Back when I had an iron stomach, now it's like weak. Even in the military, it was pretty strong, where I could eat whatever garbage food that. Sometimes we go to like not our galley, but someone else's galley. They're like, oh yeah, it's so good here. You eat there, you're like, this trash. What the fuck? Do you not know what good food is? And this other guy, he is subscribed to the channel. Another friend of mine, he invited us to a waffle. Was it a waffle? No, pancake place. Pancake place in the bad neighborhood, or in a bad neighborhood, right? I don't like pancakes in general, like not like that, right? Like I can't eat like a lot of it. So I ordered a crepe, right? Because I'm like, hey, crepes are generally smaller, thinner, right? Has more like stuff, so I just eat the stuff inside. Man, this shit was like, it was runny and all that. I think his wife, I mean, I told him like, dude, you had us go to this kind of sketchy part of town to eat pancakes, and the pancakes were like, not that great. So it's like, because I get it if you go to like, no, there's stores like that, right? You go to a sketchy neighborhood, right? For this like whatever, like your friends would take. It happens probably. Your friends would take you to like a sketchy part of the town or whatever. You're like, oh man, what the fuck? and they take you to this one like diner somewhere or whatever, or like it looks like just like it's like it was like being just inside someone's home, right? You're like, what the fuck, man? But when the food comes out, you're like, oh shit, this is really good. It's like, yeah, no one knows about this place. I'm like, yeah, because it's in a bad part of town, no one knows about it. So I thought it was going to be one of those things, but no, this place was actually fucking trash. And his wife was back then girlfriend. I don't think they were even fiance or whatever yet. But yeah, she would try to protect him because, as fiancés do. Now wife. She was like, oh no, why would he get a crepe at a pancake place? I'm like, first of all, this motherfucker knows I don't like pancakes in the first place. Not like that. Like I can't eat a lot of pancake. Or it hurts my stomach. So I just got the crepe. I'm like, if you take me to a restaurant, so you're saying that your husband is not good at picking restaurants to the point where like this restaurant's only good at one thing and nothing else? If that was the case, we could have went to a cheaper place and got way more food that everyone would have enjoyed. I was like, no, like just your husband is not very good at picking the food place. This was my point. And yeah, I'm pretty sure deep down he's still thinking like, yeah, I remember that one time I took him over there, and he's like, it's not just me who thought the place was sketchy. It wasn't just like me going. It was me and a few people, and we all thought, dude, this place is kind of sketchy, man. Like, why are you taking us to a bad part of town for pancakes? Oh, yo, Rice Bro. I was just mentioning you earlier where I was saying that when I was in, I think, Hawaii at one point, I was like, I would try to get some rice, and the only thing they had was like Uncle Ben's rice. I'm like, oh, I guess. And it took me a little while to go get some actual white rice. But yeah, just talking about different food stories right now. My friend who took me to a sketchy ass restaurant for pancakes, I ate a crepe, and it was just not very good. Oh no, Peter Parker, every time he sees that company, he'll probably be sad. Like, oh, Uncle Ben. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, my other friend, his sketchy ass place for pancakes. And like I had to reiterate, it wasn't just me saying the place was sketchy that he took us to. This place just looked very sketchy, and everyone was a little worried. Like we had to like everyone kind of like make sure like, okay, let me keep my hand on my wallet kind of place. Yeah, that food was just so bad. That crepe that came out, it was just like me. It was so thin, and shit was just falling off of it. I'm like, why? Why are we even here? And after we ate it, everyone ate it pretty quick. I didn't even eat the whole thing, and even as we're leaving, we were like, bro, okay, let's maintain some distance, so make sure like not everyone knows where everyone's at. We don't lose anyone. After we left, we're like, I'm never going to this restaurant again. Like, what the hell, man? Yeah, I can't believe that guy just with a straight face took me over there. Took me to a place that it's scary. This was in, I think, yeah, we were in Hawaii at the time. But yeah, the food wasn't even that great. That's what made me even like matter. I'm like, okay, if the food was great, then I'd have been like, okay, it's worth it. You know? What can I say? Food wasn't that great, and it was sketchy. I was like, this guy. Like this fucking guy. Oh yeah. Also, my other food story of eyes talk about sushi. When people talk about like California rolls and stuff like, oh yeah, this is like a avocado infusion, something evolution or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, it tastes okay, but like, it tastes pretty decent, but it's not sushi. Like, let's not call it that. Then my other friend, she's Italian, she's like, saying that I was being over dramatic until I showed her I think was it the pan pizza, the Chicago pan pizza or something like that. It looks kind of like lasagna, right? Or actually a pie. She saw that and she was just upset. She's like, that's not pizza. I was like, oh, is it not pizza? And then I just trolled her the whole time. Oh, this is great pizza. Or my other friend who's Hawaiian, and I didn't troll him, but everyone else would like, they'll put pineapples on things and be, oh my god, this is Hawaiian this. Like, oh, I'm making a sandwich. I put some, was it a pineapple? Like, oh, it's a Hawaiian sandwich. He's like, I fucking hate all of you. So I was like, yeah, he's also another person that was like, oh yeah, you're being dramatic with this whole sushi stuff. I'm like, yeah, I take it seriously, bro. That ain't sushi. Now, I mean, I just hate it when I see a menu and it has like something something infusion, something something evolution. I'm like, come on, man. I think that maybe that's a thing in California they do a lot. Something, everything's like a same name infusion. I'm like, ah. So on a side note, oh no, oh no, he's mad. Okay, and when I was going to Europe, there was a lot of Korean barbecue places. I did not think there would be so many over there. I was like, oh. And also, I think, I forgot which, was it the Netherlands or was it the Sweet? Like, one of those places had a lot of taco restaurants. I was like, oh, that's surprising. You guys have more like taco joints than I think I could find in like Seattle. Kind of a weird little tidbit. So if you ever think like, oh man, I really like Korean barbecue, but I'm not sure if I fly overseas, they'll have a lot of it in like Europe somewhere. They do. They have a lot. Don't know why. I mean, besides it being good, but you know. Yeah, I was a little shocked with that. See, let me see other food stories. Oh no, there's no. I think I told Milk this a little bit before, where at one point on when I was underway, we like a lot of us survived because the food was so bad. We all survived eating just a bunch of candy. So like everyone was kind of rationing candy. Oh, I definitely have. That was another thing. There's this one, was it a European cook or something, a famous cook? He would try to make ramen, but at one point, there's another one from there's like a few of them that are like that. But one guy, he was saying, "I'm making authentic Japanese ramen," but he was making pho the whole time. So I'm just like, that's not ramen. That's a whole different thing. Like, did this guy not get the memo? Yeah, some people just... yeah, it's on British Cooking Channel is where that happened. Where, like, it's like two guys. One of them is, like, trying to make Asian cuisine. Yeah. No, the worst one... No, I won't say the worst, but the other guy, he made ramen. And then he was just putting udon noodles inside. I'm like, udon and ramen are two different things. So yeah, that was also like, that was killing me. Like, I'm just, as I'm watching him, like, oh, stop. But he's also, so, I think one of them was named like Jamie something. I'm pretty sure one of them, his name was like Jamie or something. He's the one that made the whole udon ramen thing. And he also made fried rice. That was like, he'd like, oh, and put some other kind of like, you know, jelly sauce in it. I'm like, what in the hell is this guy even doing? I think he also like put water into the fried rice. I was like, bro, if your fried rice is too dry, you fucked up. Yeah, it's just as bad as it sounds. Oh, yep. I think Uncle Roger covered him too. Yeah. Because I remember I used to watch like just bad. It was on my recommendeds where I used to watch a lot of bad like cooking channels where like they'll make something and it's just awful shit. I don't know why I like watching it. I like to hurt myself like that. But I would watch it and I'll just be upset the whole time. Just watching people poorly make like just different kind of foods. Like, oh, I want to poorly make barbecue, poorly make fried rice. I'm like, oh, my soul, it hurts. I've seen it in the military where like this dude tried to make fried rice, and right, there's one of the cooks. You're supposed to have like different like meals, like like a few different kind of things to choose from, right? He made three or four, was it three or four? Four types of rices, all poorly made rice foods. Like one of them was supposed to be fried rice, it was not. Another one was like wild rice something. It also tasted horrible. Another one was like rice and beans, or green peas. And I'm not sure what the last one that he made. It was something else gross. Yeah, that's when I finally saw people actually snap when they saw that food. They're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And they went crazy. And people I never saw angry got upset. So yeah, I've seen people real like legit pissed at bad food. I was back then. I was just too shocked. I was like, huh? Like after your 8 hours of work, you go and see that food where there's like four different types of like shitty rice, and like, and you just look at it and you pause and you're like, what, what kind of bad decisions in my life did I make to get to this point? One was joining the military. I did that, and joining submarines. Never do it. Even though I do play submarine games, if someone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm thinking about joining the military. Should I go some?" No, don't do it. Don't ever go submarines, unless you are a different kind of breed. I'm like, you got to be a special type of crazy to thrive in submarines. I don't recommend it. I don't even recommend it for any country, honestly. Like, because I talked to submariners from like Australia, Korea, Japan, I think Canada too. And almost all of them are like, yeah, this was not my first choice. I think I made a bad decision. Like, doesn't matter what country you're from, the one thing that we all have in common is submarines just suck. Like, it is not a fun time. And if it is a fun time, that means you're one of the lucky few that you're able to get into a command right when it's like everything's going well, or you're like part of the leadership that can make it well. But if you're just like kind of a newbie at it, nah, don't do it. Pick something else for your own sanity. But then I advocate for every single time. Like, never do submarine stuff. Don't do it. They pretend to let you know how good it'd be. Like, they kind of lie to you. They do a lot of the lying stuff, right? They're like, oh yeah, you're to be like a IT on the boat. You're to do mechanical stuff, and you get there, you're not doing any of that. All right, there is a specific IT that does stuff, and even they get tricked into going to the submarine. They say, oh yeah, you get paid a lot more. You don't. You get paid a little bit more, but it's negligible. Not for that sanity, right? And unlike the going on a like battleship or anything, you're going to be, oh yeah, it's small. And depending on the type, there's like two types of submarines: a big one and a small one. The small one is really small inside, but even then, both of them they don't have a lot of space, so it's going to be pretty small regardless. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend it, because on a battleship or something like that, you're going to get like, you have internet kinda, right? Like, you're on the surface, so you can have access to it. When you're underway in a submarine, you don't have any internet. So unless you brought like movies on your laptop and stuff like that, after that runs out, you're on your own. You hope you brought a lot of books, And depending on how new you are, you're going to be doing a lot of work, so you won't have even have time. And depending on your captain, if he's a crazy man, he's going to do a lot of drills and stuff. So it'd be like you won't even get a full night's sleep. You just be like, oh, okay, oh, we're going to be doing a drill at this time. But usually people let each other know because they don't want to like no fuck people over that mad or that bad. So they'll you kind of know when the drill's going to happen. But yeah. Oh, on a small submarine though, one bad thing is if you're like a germaphobe, you definitely can be one on a. Inside the shower is so small you could barely like think of the old style telephone boxes, like no, like or back in the day where people used to just call people in the little telephone box. Probably, oh, like Doctor Who, that little box, that right, the telephone box of that. That's how big like your essentially your shower is. So yeah, you could barely move. And that's just an American submarine. I was on a Japanese submarine. I think even the Australian submarine wasn't, the inside wasn't like that packed. Japanese submarine is big enough for you to actually sit down in the shower room and take a shower and all that. I was like, oh, thank God. And another bad thing for American submarine is you have to do hot racking, which is like you have two beds for 3 people. And you cycle out because one person is at work essentially, right? While the other 2 are sleeping. Then the one person wakes up and the person who's awake eats food, does all their stuff, then goes to sleep. So then there's always 2 people in there. And if you have one smelly person, life is hell. So that's why like, ugh. Luckily though, my division, we didn't have smelly people. Other people, they did. Yeah, they had a guy that we had to throw him in the shower at one point and get like deck brushes and scrub and put like Dawn soap and scrub this man because he just did not take showers, and he was very smelly. And because like I guess he never learned that he needs to take showers, regularly. Or there's some people that are just like gross, where like they'll just like try to put like dip or something like that, right? Not really even a nicotine pouch, but the nicotine like dip stuff, right? Snus or whatever the hell it's called. They'll do that, but they'll do it in the bed, so then it's getting some of the crumbs and stuff on the bed. So when you go into in the bed, it'll be some of that stuff there, and you're like, it's fucking gross. My trauma's coming back. My submarine PTSD is coming back. It's gotten better. Before, I used to be really bad. Where like when I start talking about submarines and stuff, I'll go like, I would be extremely angry. I'm like, oh my God, this happened. It was bad. Now at least I could talk about it, and it still grosses me out, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Which is funny because a lot of Noodle nightmares are we either ex-submariners or like something adjacent to that. So many people I like Waffles used to work with him. We were in the same division. Then what's that? So he knows a lot of my stories. He could, and he's even crazier. He actually became an instructor at one point for submarine stuff. And then he's like, oh yeah, I can't do the submarine stuff anymore. Even he's like, nah. And that he was better at it than I was. I was good at just making, he's good at troubleshooting. I'm good at making things just kind of work. It's not fixed, but it will work. That used to bother Waffles so much. He's like, why don't you fix it? I'm like, dude, if we fix this, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to come back up the correct way. We can only do that when we're not in the ocean or whatever. If we were like, no, back at home, we could do that. In the ocean, I could get it to work. Is it going to be at 100%? No. But will it work? Will we not die? And that's the part that's important. Yeah, as a true troubleshooter, that bothers him to no end. He's like, you can't do it like that. I'm like, I know. But it works though. I always tell him like, hey, but did we die? And then he gets irritated with me. Like I say though, like my underway performance, I kept everyone alive. So at least I have that going for me. Oh, and with actually, what was I doing? I got sidetracked. When it comes to submarine stories, I get sidetracked easy. Honestly, before Blue Protocol came out, I was gonna do my yapping streams on Subnautica or Barrow Trauma, but I was like, I like Blue Protocol more. And plus, I think I'll have a worse trauma response as I'm playing the other games with submarine related stuff. Like, oh, nah. Be over there just spazzing out. Yeah, that's why I like Blue Protocol more. I was like, I could fight, I could walk around, look at the town. I hope they do another collab thing and put more of the little banners and stuff in the main town. That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, so with that, oh no, not that. So with that, I think I'll call it a day for today, since I think the other guys are also not sure what their plan is. So I might do another stream, but depends on if the other 3 are available. We might do Sons of the Forest, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. And once again, I'll be on tomorrow as well. Probably on at the later time, per usual. Yeah. Every once in a while, I know it catches off people off guard if I get on too early or too late sometimes. They're like, oh, wait a minute, what the hell? Why are you on now? I'm like, I don't know. So yeah. I'll say, where's the one that I like? Oh no, over here. That, then this. And yeah, I think we'll call it a day for today. Hope everyone had a good one. Definitely thanks for coming by, Rice Bro. So I'm glad you know a lot of my references. It's so good. Yeah, later, man. And for anyone else who watches later on, don't forget to like and subscribe, especially on the YouTube side. And with that, everyone take care, and you guys have a good one. Peace out.